for Hollywood. Attica. Attica. Oh, hello there. I am Stan the Movie Man, and this is my review of Dumbo, the Disney live-action remake of its animated classic. It stars Colin Farrell, Michael Keaton, Eva Green, Danny DeVito, and more. It is the story of Holt Ferrier, played by Colin Farrell, who has just returned from fighting in World War I. During battle, he lost one of his arms. But his and on the positive side, his wife died of influenza while he was away. So he has two kids, Joe and Millie Ferrier, played by Finley Hobbins and Nico Parker. Joe is just a kid, while Millie is interested in science and creating and discovering things. They have been part of the Medici brothers circus for all of their lives, and because of hard times and the influenza outbreak and other reasons, the Medici brothers circus has shrunk in size significantly since Holt went off to war. Holt did a horse riding act with his wife, but with her death and the hard times, his horses have been sold off. He gets put in charge of taking care of the elephants by Mr. Medici. There are no brothers, it's just the one, played by Danny DeVito. Medici has recently purchased an Asian elephant, and she's pregnant. And she gives birth to a baby elephant that has enormous ears. Now, it is originally referred to as Dumbo Jr. Jumbo Jr., because Mama is Jumbo. And they want to immediately put the baby elephant, in the act. However, when people see the baby elephant's giant ears, they make fun of it and they throw stuff at it. That makes Mama angry, and she busts into the tent during the show and starts tearing things up, and actually causes the tent to collapse. And so she gets sent away to another circus, and poor baby Jumbo, who is now referred to as Dumbo, which you see how he gets his name in the film, is all alone. But the Ferrier children are taking care of him, and they're playing with him one day, and they find this feather, and they're blowing it back and forth between Dumbo and them, and Dumbo sucks it up and sneezes, and that causes his giant ears to flap, and it lifts him off the ground, and that's how they discover that he can fly. And they eventually get him into the act, and they show him flying around in front of the crowd, and this attracts the attention of a guy named Vandermeer, played by Michael Keaton, who has a giant, permanently set up circus and carnival, and is very wealthy, allegedly. And he brings with him his girlfriend Colette, played by Eva Green. She is a French trapeze artist, and he wants to use Dumbo in his circus and have Colette fly around on his back. Problems, however, develop when various motives are exposed, and it's kind of all a huge mess. Dumbo, look, I know it's a business, the motion picture business. It's a business. They make movies to make money. And Disney is digging into their archives and remaking their animated films into semi-live action, because Dumbo is practically every animal in this movie is CG. But this is probably the most cynical effort on their part in the remaking of one of their movies. This movie is just flat. It doesn't have all the peaks and valleys are just little bumps in the road. It has no emotional punch. The things that should be sad simply aren't. The things that should be thrilling, namely Dumbo flying around the big top, not thrilling. Because we're expecting it, perhaps. I don't know. The scene where Mama Jumbo is going to be sent off, and she puts her trunk out to the window and pets little Dumbo. That should have punched everybody in the theater in the gut, and it simply didn't. I don't know. This clearly, you know, they want to make money with this movie, and they may very well make money with it. But it simply does not resonate. It didn't with me anyway. It has, the characters are so two-dimensional. They have about as much depth as a sidewalk puddle. And they make weird choices, and they have odd turns in their characters. They don't, things don't make sense in this movie in many ways, and I don't want to give a lot of it away because they would be spoilers. But the movie just, it's competent. You know, Tim Burton knows how to direct a movie, but this movie just doesn't work. The parts don't fit together right. The performances are weird. The little girl who plays Millie, Nico Parker, is emotionally null and void through the majority of the movie. She takes both success and failure with the same kind of attitude. So I don't know. It just doesn't work. And I want Tim Burton to find the thing for him to direct that will work. And I don't think working for Disney works for him as far as the creative choices that he is forced to make. He can't make, you know, an Ed Wood movie using the Dumbo template. You can't do that. So I don't know. I just found the whole thing to be sort of blah and only marginally interesting. And the elephant's cute, but he's fake, as are most of the other animals. It just is weird, and it doesn't work. Two stars for Dumbo. You can read my complete review at stanthemovieman.com. You can listen to The Fractured Frame, a podcast where some friends of mine and I get together and discuss the latest in movies, TV, and streaming. You can find that wherever you get podcasts. Follow me on Twitter at MovieManStan. And you can send me emails, stanthemovieman123 at gmail.com. Till next time, later.